Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to the final Everton 24/7 report of the week. And we're ending this week on a high. That is because the long-running transfer saga of Everton's summer has finally drawn to a close. Moise Kean is an Everton player, and that is apparently how you do pronounce Moise Kean. The man himself said so when he was revealed as an Everton player this morning. He was revealed today as Everton's fifth summer signing. The signing of Moise Kean for me is a real statement from Everton, as this lad is one of the hottest prospects about. Whether or not that translates to instant gratification this season in terms of goals, that remains to be seen. But honestly, if we do, and I know it's hard to come by these days, but if we do have a bit of patience, I think we could have a real superstar striker on our hands. Fingers crossed anyway. And hopefully over the course of the season he does grow into the Premier League and most importantly grows into his surroundings here at Everton. Well, there you go. The big one is done. Be sure to drop us your opinions on that. Let us know in the comments below what you're thinking. You must be feeling half as good as I am, but it's a great signing, isn't it? The big one is done, but we're not stopping there, it seems. Silva says he wants our final 4 days of the window to be busy, and that could include signing a player from former club Watford. I mentioned briefly yesterday anyway that Everton looks set to return to make a second bid to try and sign Doucouré, and that might reopen some old wounds maybe from last summer with Watford, and that's proven to be the case. Watford fans are not taking this news well. Many are throwing digs at Everton, and some are demanding that the club hold out for around 50 million, which is almost double our initial bid that we apparently submitted yesterday. There haven't been any confirmations today that that planned second bid has been submitted, but Silva is clearly a fan of Doucouré from his Watford days, so who knows what could happen there. Do we want him enough to pursue this to the deadline? He would undoubtedly be a good addition to our midfield, even after the Jean-Philippe Baman signing on Friday. But again, let us know what you think. Should we bring in Doucouré, or should we sort some other positions out first? Good player nonetheless. Now, that was, of course, broken initially yesterday by L'Équipe, and plenty of the reports that I've brought to you in the past week or so seem to be coming from the French newspaper L'Équipe. Now, including the initial Doucouré stories, they've also brought us another today. Ronnie Lopez, he's a Portuguese left-footed winger or attacking mid. He plays for Monaco at the moment. So could this be the winger Marco Silva's looking for on his list of targets? He's named his positions, and clearly Ronnie Lopez slots perfectly into one of those roles. Who knows, there's still the possibility that Henry Onyekuru could even move the opposite way as part of a deal with the Nigerian expected to move to Monaco before the deadline. That move could help us get a bit of leverage in this deal, who knows, but perhaps this is no more than paper talk. And hats off to the press anyway. Now our 2 biggest deals are done. They've had to find some more players to link us with, and they have succeeded. And in the wake of Malcolm's move to Zenit on Friday, the links to a whole host of left-footed wingers could be set to explode onto our news feeds in the coming days, so get your seatbelts fastened. One potential outgoing today, and it's only come to my attention in the past hour or two. The Daily Mail have reported that 3 English teams, Sheffield United, Bournemouth and Burnley, have all shown an interest in signing Mason Holgate from Everton before this window closes on Thursday. The Mail have suggested that Everton could sell for as little as 8 million. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't sell him full stop, but to sell for that price in the position we're in right now would be shooting ourselves in the foot severely. I'd like to see how Holgate gets on here, but if Brands sees fit, I'm happy to see him leave. I personally would like to see him get a go this season. At least this could be his make or break campaign. I've said that a lot so far this window, but no doubt we can get around double that for Holgate if we really want to, and no doubt Marcel Brands will do his very, very best. And that's only after we've brought a centre-back in, of course. A certain Kurt Zouma would do very nicely there. And whoever it is, really, another centre-back has to come in before we even consider selling Holgate. But expanding on that, the Daily Mail have also reported today that Marcel Brands has identified 5 players he is keen to offload for sure this summer, and it's named names as well. Kevin Mirallas, James McCarthy, Yannick Bolasie, Cenk Tosun and Henry Onyekuru are the 5 names that have been dropped by the Daily Mail, and there is a case to sell all of them, in fairness. Cenk Tosun's probably the one that divides the most opinion. I'm pretty sure everyone's alright with the other four going at this stage. Maybe on Yakuru, everyone's a bit bittersweet, but we know we've got to sell him. We can't get this visa for him. We have to move forward there. The article also does well to point out that there are only a few days left to sell to the Premier League or Championship clubs, but the window remains open for other European clubs to buy from Everton until the end of August. So whilst there will be no more new names for us to get excited about after this Thursday, don't be surprised to see a few of our maybe deadwood leave for the continent well after this season is underway, which will no doubt work well for Marcel Brands in terms of allowing him to assess his priorities. He can stay focused on getting our arrivals in until Thursday and then focus on shifting the deadwood up until the end of the month. And on that note, a quick pointer to the transfer deadline day on Thursday. Hopefully it'll be quite a busy day for us, like Marco Silva says he wants it to be. It most certainly was last summer. And on that note, I'm going to be hosting a live stream on the Toffee Blues YouTube channel from 4 o'clock on Thursday afternoon as we count down to that 5 p.m. deadline. And I'll be giving you a comprehensive transfer roundup on all things Everton and beyond. So be sure to check that stream out on Thursday wherever you are. And in the meantime, there's always tomorrow night's daily report for you. So Mondays are always a good one on this show. So tomorrow promises to be no different to that. Make sure you check that one out as well. Until then, be sure to drop us the comment, the like and the subscribe. And thank you again, guys, for watching on the Toffee Blues.